but also it's not costly at all. Mhm. Yes, a lot actually. I use several times when I travel to Alexandria, because maybe I travel to Alexandria once or twice a year, because I like the weather there and everything. So I traveled actually last July with my family and friend, and we spent there a week, I think that, and it was like we use travel when we travel and return back. And also I traveled before to Luxor and Aswan by the train. So mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Exactly. Sweden is like a mini bus, not a huge bus, or like a bus, but it's like mini bus, like the microbus itself. So it's the same type of the bus. Mm-hmm. I think so. Because when I was child, there is a few transportation and less cars in the streets. There's a few buildings and a lot of green areas, and there's a lot of places which is like a desert. But when I grew up, I found that there is a new cities like New Cairo and Madinti. When I was a child, it wasn't there. And also most of the green areas it decreased, and the buildings increased, and the skyscrapers increased as well. Out of cars, and always there is traffic jam in the street. So I think it's changed a lot. Yes, everything actually. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Um, if I have to talk about a well-known person that I admire, actually, I will mention Magdi Yaqub. He's a doctor, and very old doctor. Actually, maybe he turns 80 years old, something like that. His career is to do surgeries, especially heart surgeries. Um, so actually, I didn't met him. I haven't met him ever. But I know and I heard a lot about his stories, and the small or the young doctors that they deal with him and work with him, and they mentioned a lot of like موقف, situations. Yes, exactly. A lot of situations that they deal with him. So they mentioned that he built a huge hospital in Aswan, especially in Aswan, for the kids that they have heart disease, and he make like heart surgeries. Uh, Also, there's like a doctor who mentioned a post in the social media, especially in the Facebook, and he mentioned that there is a woman about 25 years old, and she was pregnant, and she told him that she has a heart surgery, an open heart surgery before. And when he looked to the surgery itself, he didn't see anything, and he thought that she's imagined that she do a surgery before. But she mentioned that no, Dr. Magdi Yaqub, who makes that surgery, and I was very young, and most of the doctors mentioned that I should die after 1 month only. But but my father find him, and he asked him to make the surgery for me. And thank God that I spent about 25 years alive, and my life become normal, and I get married, and also pregnant now. He makes his surgeries by a perfect way, that it's never make any person regret, think that it's not done. And I wish one day actually to meet him personally, because I only want to know how he spends his life by helping people without asking for any return back, or a lot of money or something like that. And a lot of hospitals actually outside Egypt asks him to work with, that he should have a job opportunity for him with the millions of dollars, and he refused all those offers and only want to help his country nation. So I wish one day actually to meet him. Thanks. Yes. Yes, hundreds of people. Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yes. Thanks. Yes. Mhm. Actually, the influencers, I think that because every kind of person who is can't know anything in life, he only turn on his camera and try to talk about anything, and then most of the people share his words, and then he becomes famous and an icon, and all the places invite him to them. So, for example, if there is a girl which is take photos for herself to wear a new clothes, and then become famous, and all the brand names, the big brand names, asks her to only take a video, or filming the shop itself. So I think yes. Yeah. Yes, without anything actually. Actually, most of the people they search for food and the clothes, not education. Actually, like a few who was trying to. Yes, exactly. There's a lot of instructors actually was they are very they are amazing, and have a lot of useful things to hear. But I see that most of the influencer, or the people who provide content, it's like an idiot content, like a girl who or a housewife that she mentioned that her auntie or her stepmother is saying to her bad words, and she bring food for her, and she's cleaning the house, and filming how she cleans. So there's a lot of idiot and like a fake. Uh, yes, and there's millions of people who watches them. Mhm. Yes, exactly. Mhm. Of course. Yes. Actually, there is influencer. I think it's like become trendy, like from a short period. That she was like mentioned that she's very happy with her husband and he's amazing husband and he the best one in the world. And then after like maybe month or 2 months, she was like recording that he bit her and he harmed her face and her face become like blue and she was like asking for the police and the people to help her because she think that he will kill her, and she like gets run away from her home. So it's like was a very like hard situation. And then she returned back to him. She returned back because she's pregnant. Exactly like there. There's a lot of situation like them. Mhm. Exactly. Yes, because mhm. Not only that, but there is another people who watching the social media. Their life is like affected by them. So, for example, there is a lot of like girls when she saw that influencers have like a good cheap bag, so she always fight with her husband that she wished to have the same brandy or quality bag, and she starts to fight with him that I want to be similar. I'm better than her, so I should own a lot of stuff like her. So there is a lot of like all the people imitate them other self like other people. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Actually, I stopped to follow any influencers. Actually, like I feel that there is life is very fake and there's like it's like useless. So I start to only like follow the instructors and actually food bloggers because I like the food and the way of the food itself, and maybe fashion something like that. But the people who always um, make their life like online with all the people, I stopped to follow them actually because it's like I feel that it's very silly. Mm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm. 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 Exactly. Mm-hmm. Mhm. Mhm. Exactly. Mhm. 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 Yes. They imitate everything and yes. Exactly, yes. Mhm. Actually, I don't know how to make a content. Actually, I wish to like be an influencer one day. But I don't know how to. I don't have the skill that I speak behind the camera and give a useful thing. I wish to be an influencer for a useful thing, um, not like a silly things. So I don't know how to write. Mhm. 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 Yes. Mhm. 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 Premiere. Mhm. 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 Wow. Mhm. Good. Mhm. 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 Uh-huh. Mhm. 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 Yes. Mhm. 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 Yes. Mhm. Uh-huh. Mhm. I'll try. Mhm. Um, like the fashion or outfits for the hijab, because most of the girls um I like the color and the clothes, so I wish to like be um having a lot of clothes and try to make matching outfits that is good for hijab and also is trendy. Maybe by taking photos for my clothes in a good scenes, to like giving ideas for the girls what they should wear and that stuff. Hmm. Yes. Mhm. Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's so much. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes. Okay, let's try. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Mhm. 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 Yes, exactly. Mhm. Yes. Mhm. Okay, I will try actually. Mm. Yes. Yes. Mhm. Yes, exactly. Yes. I will try. Pray for me. Mhm. Mhm. إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله. Mhm. Oh. Mhm. Yes. Mhm. Yes, not the most important thing to be famous, to like deliver content or something like that. Mhm. Yes, exactly. Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Actually, I think the football players or actors or singers, because the only way to deliver a message or to make the people view it is the TV only or the radio as well. Uh, so any person who like appear in the television in a program or a film, he become a famous. Um, and also the matches, the football players as well. Those people who become famous only because they took like a lot of money, and also they appear in the all the televisions and the shows, the TV shows, so they become famous for that purpose or that way. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Mhm. Yes, exactly. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yes. Um, More famous. Maybe there is a platforms that will provide more than social media, that will make the people famous from it. Maybe uh, I think that because the ways like develop, and like the people become famous from their homes, even if they switch on only on the camera, so they become famous for that way. So maybe there will be another stuff that will help the people become more known for others. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. I think it depends about the person itself. So, for example, Muhammad Salah, I think Hello, welcome. Never mind.
Let's get back to what we're saying.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Mhm. Yes. So there is like influencer that makes their life is private, such as Muhammad Salah. I think that he don't share most of his life. And there is another influencer that all every day and every moment they mention all it happens in their life actually. But it depends about the person itself. Yes. Mhm. Mhm. Yes. Exactly. Yes. Mhm. Exactly. Yes. Mhm. Like I think Hassan and Zina and a lot of idiots. Yes. But still, I didn't follow them for a long time. Yes, I stopped following most of those idiots actually. Mhm. Mhm. All things. Mhm. Actually, the police took them because yes, you know that story. They in the past the police arrested them because they make a video arrested them because they made the video that they Zena's like wearing on like a cut hair and she turns her face as black and ugly face and they play with their kids the girl and she starts to scream and cry because she's afraid because she makes herself like evil um, and he become very afraid she become very afraid and she was like screaming and they told that it's like a comic way and a lot of people mentioned to the place that should take care of the kids حقوق الأطفال I think that yes children right and they arrested both of them and they made them sign on a paper that they will never view the kid's face or never use the girl as a video in a video or something like that and they stopped to make her in the videos exactly yes. Mhm. Yes, but not by making them afraid and screaming and crying because Yes, she makes her face as a awful and very black skin with like a red, very red lips. So it's like a monster. Exactly. Mhm. Yes, exactly. I think yes, because the people will always follow you in your life. In even if you're like in the supermarket or doing shopping, you'll find most of the people, all the people wants to take photos with you and then speaks about you. And if you are like sad in the street or nervous and you like ignore them, they start to say that you are. You have an ego and you see yourself like a famous and we who make that person famous and that stuff. So there is no privacy at all for the famous people, and they can't live their life. So if she's a mother, it's very difficult to take her kid to the club or a garden because she will not feel that she lives her life smoothly actually. Of course, there is actually the money only. I think that to be famous, because yes, mm, yes, and they took a lot of benefits. So there is a lot of influencers that they have like a nice content. A lot of traveling agency starts to make them like only travel on their like for free and go outside for free and like travel to several places outside Egypt for free, only to mention stories and the hotel. So they live a luxury life. Um, there are a lot of famous restaurants invite them for free to have a nice meal with their friends and family, and maybe also they give money to them to only mention the name of the restaurant in the stories and the Instagram. So I think that's the main like the benefits of being famous, to have money and to live a luxury life actually. Hmm. Yes, exactly. Yes, most of most. Mhm. Actually, yes, like Hussam Habib, like Habiba. I think that there is a girl who were influencer. You know the story of her of Habiba. I think that or Habi Hussein, something like that. Haneen, yes, exactly, yes. Mhm. No, she mentioned an application that application um, like makes her talk about the application and mention it several times, and they say that it's like you can sing in front of the people, you can be famous in that application, and it will you back, and then it become um, not good at all, the application itself, and they arrest her, and she actually she's a kid, she's only 18 or 19 years old, so she's not old to know she like become happy by the famous and the people who likes her and say for her a good words. Yes, exactly. Mhm. Yes. Hmm. Yes, they treat them as they are role models, and they respect them, and they even if like they saw any influencer in the street, they scream and they become very happy and want to take a lot of pictures with him or her. So they actually they treat them as a role model in their life, and actually even if they don't do anything at all, but they saw them several times, so he become famous or she become famous actually. Yes. As I mentioned, that because they live a luxury life, so most of the influencers every day mention that they eat in that restaurant or drink a cafe in that cafe, or they travel to that place, or they are in that hotel or something like that. So every day they live a luxury life with an expensive way, and they pay tons of pounds, but it's for free from that place itself. So most of the people interested that they live the same life. So for example, if I'm like become an influencer and every weekend I spend it in a hotel, and I in the beach, and maybe travel every once a month outside Egypt, so I think that I don't need to work a hard job, and I will gain a lot of money and become famous, and also will take most of the things for free. So I think that people think that like they wish to live the same life actually. Yes. Yeah. Make, yes. Speak. Mm. Really. Mm. Afraid. Afraid. Mhm. Okay, thanks a lot. Inshallah. Mhm. Okay. Mm. Inshallah. Thanks a lot. Okay. Bye bye.